In the Cubs Quotient, How the Chicago Cubs Changed the World by Scott Rowan, readers learn that the history lessons many students are taught in school are more myth than fact. The truth behind the real history is more interesting than what we thought we knew, that the good guys weren't always good, the bad guys weren't always bad, and the difference between the two is less than you might think. The Cubs Quotient is also the world's first book powered by GeoVerse, a publishing tool that allows readers the opportunity to more fully experience the Cubs Quotient beyond the printed page. At the turn of the century, supposed footage of Babe Ruth's called-shot home run in Game 3 of the 1932 World Series surfaced online. While it is intriguing footage, there are questions to consider when viewing it. The batter's eye, for example, in center field does not appear to be at Wrigley Field. However, the outfield bleachers do look correct, as does the skyline of the neighborhood, in particular what appears to be the steeple of the nearby Lakeview Presbyterian Church that dates back to 1888 and is still located at the corner of Addison and Broadway. In the Cubs Quotient, we learn that Ruth's home run wasn't predicted by the Bambino, as was reported, but was in response to excessive taunts he was receiving from the Cubs' dugout. Chicago pitcher Guy Bush in particular was singled out by Ruth, who was issuing a warning to Bush, not pointing to the center field. Ruth wasn't finished with putting Bush in his place, however. 3 years later, Ruth would actually have another called-shot home run in 1935. Who was the pitcher of this second called-shot home run? Guy Bush. Readers learn more about the real truth behind Ruth's mythological called-shot home run against the Chicago Cubs that actually wasn't so, and even more about Ruth's second called-shot home run that made Chicago Cubs pitcher Guy Bush the only pitcher in history to suffer not just one, but 2 called-shot home runs by Babe Ruth. These and many other stories are available in the Cubs Quotient that is available on Amazon and at SherpaMultimedia.com.